This week's video is going to be all about work travel. I'm going to be sharing the outfits and essentials that I bring with me on my work trips, how I pack my carry-on, and I'll be answering some of your questions about work travel. So check the description box for timestamps if you want to jump around, and let's just go ahead and get started. Good morning, y'all. So day one of being here in San Antonio. It is Monday and I'm ready for work. So I don't really have a lot to talk about at the moment. So starting with the outfit today, this dress I have is from Heuse. I really like the little bell sleeve, trumpet sleeves. The fabric is very forgiving, so it does really well being packed up. Like I didn't have to iron it or anything like that. And the heels that I am wearing are my Ivanka Trump Cara heels. So that is the outfit for today. I'll probably throw on my bomber jacket. I gotta bring it with me. I have like this gray bomber sweater jacket. Not jacket, it's a sweater. Bring that with me in case my legs get cold. Alright y'all, so I just got off work and silly me, I forgot to do my outfit. When I'm traveling, I really try to find just fabrics that doesn't wrinkle really easy. And usually I like to bring dresses because it's just easier. Instead of bringing multiple things, you bring one item. This dress I got from Loft, and then the heels that I'm wearing are the Ivanka Trump heels. I typically like to bring just one pair of heels and then like a flat of some sort. That's why you only see me wearing this pair of heels. Saves space in your carry-on. And so I do have a belt, but I didn't wear it. I didn't feel like wearing it today, but you know, kind of shapeless, but that's okay. Good morning. So it's Wednesday. I am heading home this evening. I like to change so that I'm more comfortable before I get on the plane. So I always wear an outfit that would be really easy for me just to throw on like a more comfy top and shoes. So this is what I'm wearing today. It's one of my staple outfits anyways. I'm wearing these Ponte pants from Loft. This blouse is from Lush Clothing. Camisole is from Nordstrom, and then my mules are from Sam Edelman. So when I'm done for the day and I'm headed to the airport, I just put on some sneakers, change my top into a tee, and then I'm airport ready. So I'm going to share how I pack some of this stuff. I usually have one bag for anything non-makeup related, and then everything makeup related I put in here. Since I was only in San Antonio for 3 nights, I didn't want to bring a whole lot, so I only brought the essentials, like obviously deodorant, a toothbrush, toothpaste. Actually, I bought this here at H-E-B. Travel perfume, because that fits into my Ziploc. Got me a Ziploc bag for all of my liquids to put in this. I put this in my backpack. I get tons and tons and tons of samples whenever I buy stuff from Nordstrom. And so this trip, instead of me bringing my more expensive skincare, the size wouldn't be right for this Ziploc bag. I just brought a ton of samples. Try to get samples of the stuff that you know you like, or try some brands out. This trip I have currently been using. For nighttime, I have been using the Purity. I either used that one or I used this Kiehl's Calendula Deep Cleaning Foaming Face Wash. I like this a lot. The other day after yoga, I used this. I had another one. It is this, and it smells really good and made my skin feel really open and breathable. So I like that, but I have another one, so I'm going to save it. I use this serum in the morning and at night at home, but since I don't have that at night, I've been using this. I like it a lot. Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrate. I use that first and put it all over my face. Yes, I need to get my nails redone. For night cream, I've been using this. It is the Powerful Wrinkle Reducing Eye Cream, which I think I'm going to actually buy a full size of this. Night cream, this is what I've been using. And I actually have a full size of this at home. So I was very happy to get this in the mail so that I could use it while I'm out of town. And then in the morning, I've been using this. I actually really, really like this. Powder cleanser. You wet it in your hands and then it kind of makes this like really creamy, milky cleanser. I don't think there's a lot left in there, so I might not be able to use it in the morning, but I've been using that. Then for my eye cream, I've been using this as my eye cream in the morning. My lotion that I'm using in the morning, oh crap, is this. My Breakout Control facial lotion, and it is less than 3.4 fluid ounces, so that's fine to put in my liquids bag. I'm going to put that right there so that I make sure I put that in my backpack in the morning. I like it because it helps keep my skin from breaking out, especially when I'm not using all of my other skincare. So, other stuff, I have my retainer case and retainers that are in there. I'm not going to take everything else out. This is for my retainer to clean it, floss, and hair ties. So that's all the stuff that I keep in here. And then I bought some travel size stuff when I got here at a local store at HEB. So I got this, my toothpaste. Then I also got some cleansing wipes, you know, lady part cleansing wipes. TMI, I use this cleanser. You know, obviously, whatever, if you're, hopefully you're a woman who's watching this and whatever, you want to stay fresh, I use that. They don't make a really small version of it, so this is the next best thing in my opinion. So those are all like the little beauty products that I keep. For the most part, this is really not full for my shorter stays. And then in here, I actually keep all of my makeup. So my powder puff, which I need. My cheek palette makes it a lot easier and compact, so I just choose from this. Let me see, I'll show you guys. Blush options, and then there's like bronzer and contour and highlight if you want to do that, but I don't care that much about these two. Okay, my foundation, which is my Luminous Silk Foundation, which is going to go in my liquids. It is less than 3 ounces. Then I have my mascaras, which I obviously need. Beauty blender, highlight, lash curler. I mean, it's like legitimately the basics. Instant eye lift, so this is my concealer. This is the stuff I put on my lids. Love this stuff. Brow powder, under eye concealer powder. This is my full face powder. Both of these are travel sizes. Fluid line and dip down is a brown gel liner. And then the brushes that I use on a day-to-day basis. So I mean, it's like nothing really too crazy. It's just the basics, like I said. And everything can fit in here. That's what I want. Like I just can't be bothered. Especially when it's like a work trip and I'm having to lug my stuff around. I cannot be bothered with crazy amounts of stuff. So yeah, so anyways, all that's gonna go in my liquids. I also gonna put my sanitizer and my hand lotion in here when I get to the airport. Then I'm gonna share how I pack my carry-on. This is obviously the going home edition, but it's basically the same thing as how I pack it when I get here. I always put like my dirty clothes in these like laundry bags or plastic bags of some sort. These are my gym clothes, and so I had to use a studio mat, and it was really stinky. You know, like when you smell like a wet towel, that's what it smelled like, so it made my gym clothes smell really bad. Anyways, these are all of my clean clothes. So typically when I pack, this side is just clean clothes, you know, this stuff is all folded. Bra, my belt. I like to zip that part up. Crap. Over in these pockets, I put my hairbrush and teasing comb. Those wipes I talked to y'all about. This is my dust bag for my purse, which I'm going to end up putting everything in my backpack and then putting my purse in here. So that's one less thing for me to have to worry about when I'm carrying on, so that's why that's there. I like to use the handbag dust bags for all of my shoes. So this is like an old Rebecca Minkoff dust bag, and I have my Tory Burch sandals in here. And then in here I have the Ivanka Trump car heels. I put them separately because it's patent and I didn't want them to smudge each other. Okay, so I'm getting ready to head to the airport. This is how I get myself ready. So I take everything I need out of my bag and I just put it in my backpack. And then I stuff it with like clothes or whatever so that it retains its shape. And then I'm gonna put it in a dust bag. This is how it ends up looking. This is my purse right here. These were the shoes I was wearing today. They were my mules. I have everything packed up, you know, like my toiletries, my makeup bag. Here were my heels, my Tory Burch sandals, and then down there is my curling iron. And then for my outfit, this is what I changed into. Along with my carry-on, I like to bring a backpack, which I'll put underneath my seat. In my backpack, I have my laptop and my notepad, liquids, I have my little card case, phone, just like the bare essentials. That's why I pack up my purse so that I don't have to worry about more than 2 items. Alright, so I just got to the rental car return and I figure I might as well answer some of the questions that y'all give me whenever I'm traveling. So one of the biggest questions is who all pays for my work travel, training, or for client stuff. That is not out of your pocket, that is paid by either the firm or eventually reimbursed by the client. But usually you'll have like a corporate credit card that you use obviously for work related things, and each firm has specific policies about that. Some companies will let you book your own travel, some companies will book it for you. Thankfully, all the companies that I've worked for, that I travel for, I'm able to book it myself. Obviously, there's certain limitations, like I can't like be booking like a $500 hotel or getting like a Lamborghini as my rental car, but you know, being reasonable, of course. And it's not like you're getting like 5-star dinners and meals all the time. There's certain limitations, but yeah, it's not out of your pocket, it's the company paying for it. Hi, cutie. Yes. Hello. Yes. Yes, hun bun. All right, y'all, so as you can tell, it's the next day. Oh my goodness gracious, my cutie pie. Look at my cutie pie. Oh, my cutie pie. Jump up there if you want. It's the next day, as you can tell. I am back home from work. I didn't get to finish answering some questions about work travel, so I'm just gonna go ahead and address them real quick right now. Like, I didn't have the time or the energy or the desire to do my hair today. Even though your company pays for your work travel, that doesn't mean to go shopping or spa day or whatever. That type of stuff obviously is not paid by your firm, but business related expenses are definitely paid. Obviously it varies company to company. How often will you travel in audit? It really will just depend on the clients that you're on. Some clients that are out of town, obviously you'll be traveling more. Some people travel up to a client for a couple months. They'll go up there during the week and come home during the weekend. For example, they'll travel for the client for 4 days out of the week and then 1 day work from the office. It just depends by the client and team, and so it really just depends on the engagement that you're put on. For me, I don't travel all that often. Typically, I don't travel for more than a month out of the year. As a manager, I can, you know, dictate my schedule, and obviously I don't need to be out at clients for the entire week, so I typically will travel 3 days out of the week whenever I am traveling out of town, and it'll be maybe for like 4 or 5 weeks at most out of the year. When I was a senior and a staff, I traveled 6 or 7 weeks and I was out there 5 days a week. That was during busy season. So it just really depends, but definitely as a staff or a senior, if you're on those engagements, depending on how much travel they want you to do, you could be out there for 5 days and come home Friday, leave on Sunday or Monday morning to get to your out-of-town client. So it really just depends, like I've been saying. If you do have a preference, whether it's you do like to travel or you don't like to travel, I would definitely communicate that whenever you're going through the hiring process, and typically they'll ask you to, like if you're willing to travel or not. If you want to be on a traveling engagement, then I would definitely communicate that on the front end. There aren't many people who actually like to travel because of personal reasons, like they have family at home or kids at home. I have a fur baby who's diabetic, so it just, you know, but if you do have a desire to travel, definitely let people know. I would just caution y'all, unless there's like certain circumstances where you just cannot travel. For example, you have young children at home and you don't have anyone's help to take care of them, then obviously that is a reason. But if you don't really have like a good concrete reason, I would caution, and I would just, from my own perspective, I would maybe change my mindset. For me, like when I was a staff and a senior, especially a new person in your company, you just want to be that person who's like, you know, if you go to them, they will get that, whatever it is, done. Just to be a team player. Now, if it's just like a week or two of travel, I would probably advise you just to bite the bullet and travel, even if that's not your preference. Like for me, I would rather not travel, but when those situations arise, obviously I do. It'll just show that you're a team player if you don't have specific reasons to not be traveling other than, you know, you just don't want to travel. Because I think everyone who's been in a bigger firm will have had to travel at some point in time for work. That's just something you just have to kind of know as you're going into public accounting. Now, obviously, if it's a lot of travel, like months of travel, then yeah, of course I would say something. But if it's just a small period of time, how far in advance will you know to travel? Again, it will vary from circumstance to circumstance. I've had it where I literally find out that I need to travel somewhere like the week before, and sometimes I know way in advance. As a staff or a senior and you have availability in the summer, you will just get pulled onto whatever engagement has a need for a staff or a senior. Sometimes you'll know way in advance, sometimes you won't, and that's just another thing that you're learning while you're in public accounting, is being flexible, going with the flow, and being able to handle yourself even with plans changing from one moment to the next. Do you get to travel to a lot of cool places? I have gotten to go to cool places, like I've visited Chicago, Atlanta, Boston, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Phoenix, but I've also had to go to really small towns, like a really small town in Arkansas that was a dry county. So it just really depends on where the client is. Those are all of the main questions that I get about work travel. I hope that this video has been helpful and has been kind of insightful. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Be sure to be part of my subby family because we would love to have you. And I think that's pretty much it. So I will talk to y'all in my next video.